Okay. A lot of people getting killed right now, it sounds like, or attacked. Oh, shit. Oh. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to CrazyKens Midnight Madness. Tonight, we're going over the Greylock tapes. Waiting around for too long, let's just get into it. This is tape 1, back online, Greylock. Here we go.
Primary systems online. Meeting sequence complete. Emergency shutdown protocols disengaged. System was offline for time code 0106.
Okay, it looks like some kind of old laboratory is what I got going on here. Hang on. Like some kind of systems booting up. All right, looks like maybe a security camera. Looks like an old World War II bunker, or maybe Cold War era, 50s, 40s.
Protocols disengaged.
Okay.
System was offline for time code 0106. Contact technician for assistance. Welcome to Single-Dime USA Enhanced Access Operations. Please enter your clearance credentials. Error. These credentials are not recognized. Clearance credential requirement overridden. Administrator privileges granted.
Okay.
Welcome.
It's like somebody's hacking the system. Hold on, let's...
Error. These credentials are not recognized. Clearance credential requirement overridden. Administrator privileges granted.
All right, looks like somebody's trying to hack the system. Okay, we got no name, online user, right? So we have online user, we have no name. Yeah. Sounds like somebody just broke in, hacked in, or it's some old doctor. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Accessing archival storage form, GBS. Data extraction initiated. Data extraction, 10% complete.
Okay, sounds like we're downloading some data.
Complete. Data extraction, 80% complete. Data extraction complete.
Okay.
All data extracted to error, no.
All right, what just happened there? Okay, hold up. We just blipped. All right, hang on. What? All right, here we go.
Evil, it is evil that they will find. Mark my words, there is no good that can come from the pursuit of darkness. Let me read to you, dear believer, the words of the late brilliant Charles Spurgeon, who discussed this at length in a sermon all the way back in 1864. He said, quote, "Our adversary, the devil, goes about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. We are taught by our Lord Jesus to pray, do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one."
Now in the edited version, I'll do all this out.
But in prayer, we should equally pursue or avoid in action. Very warily, therefore, should we endeavor to avoid temptation, seeking to walk in the path of...
My apologies, everyone, for that.
...devil to tempt us.
Okay, so we're cruising down the road here.
We are not to enter the thicket in search of the lion. We may pay dear...
Hey, we don't have the sermon playing anymore. And we're in a cul-de-sac, and looks like there's some bloody footprints there on the ground right here. Now we have a guy walking through the woods. Or whoever it is walking through the woods. Let me know if y'all can't hear me or whatever. I could always turn my mic up a little bit if I need to. Okay, we had some... What was that? Yeah, it was blood in the snow. Okay. All right. Looking around. Is that blood? No, I can't tell. Oh, hold up. Let's back that up a little bit here. There's something. Looks like there's something right there. Anybody else see that? Hey, Josie. Thank you for being here. All right, I'm not sure what that is, but okay. All right. There's more blood in the snow here. No. Let me try to turn on subtitles. Maybe that'll tell us what he's saying there. All right, here we go. Almost sounded like just a bunch of gibberish. Thanks for being here, Josie. I appreciate you. Looks like we got a bloody tree, maybe? No? Shadows? I can't really make out what they're saying. Can you make out what they're saying? That's a laptop. That's a laptop.
When we will come face to face with the devil himself, whether we intended to or not, dear believer. We are drawn to him by our own.
Right. So something I'm seeing on this right here, right? So I don't know if anybody else can see this, but you notice how when he was pulling in, you could see the road nice and clearly. You know what you can't see right here? You can't see the freaking road. I don't know why you can't see the road, but you can't see the damn road. That's got me tripped out. That's one. Two, he's back, and we got a preacher telling us if you're going to see the devil. I think he saw the devil. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to find out. Here we go.
Own hearts. In Matthew chapter 15, verse 19. Okay.
Never mind. I stand corrected. Okay, it was his headlights. But I swear to God, that looked like his headlights were on right there. See what I mean? That looked like his headlights are on and there's no road. I'm not losing my mind. I can't be. And if I am, I am.
Unto him by our own hearts. In Matthew chapter 15, verse 19, it says, "For out of the heart come evil thoughts, murder, adultery, sexual immorality, theft, false witness, slander."
Okay, it looks like he's leaving now.
There is a shadow nested deep, deep within our hearts, within our minds, in a place most people don't even know in our hearts, within our minds.
One thing about these analog horror films, anything that happens that's out of the usual, like he turns his brights on, turns it down, there's a reason for it. So let's see if we can find that reason.
In a place most people don't even know exists within themselves. The devil is going to call to those depths, dear believer. And though you may tremble before the beast, you should make it easier on yourself and accept what it is that he bestows upon you.
What the fuck? Okay. All right, we're going to pause. Excuse my language. We're going to pause on that one for a moment. This sounded like somebody just beat on his car. All right, that got me. Sorry about the sound, everybody. I'm trying here. All right, so that one, that one was pretty interesting there. So I don't know if y'all all heard it. I heard it. It seemed like the we're just gonna go back here a little bit here. Now I got the whole playlist playing, so there's not any pause interruption between them. But if you listen, so that sermon is turned real dark all of a sudden, right? The devil is a believer, has a friend for you. All right. That was well done. That was well done. So I'm not sure what's going on here. The gist of what I got out of everything was that they some guys driving wintertime, cruising out, probably wants to go investigate some stuff. Don't know why he was out at night, because I could tell you that from living in Alaska, nobody I know goes out at night if they don't have to, right? There's only a couple kind of people that go out in the woods at night. Now if they're out hunting, that's one thing, but living in the cold like that, it's really cold at night. So guy goes out in the woods, finds some bloody footprints. However, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I saw it, and I think I pointed it out. There was a laptop in the tree. There was blood on the snow. There was something in them bushes. Not sure what. Maybe they'll explain it. But right now, I have no idea what's going on. So if you can explain it to me in the comments, I would appreciate it. All right. Warning. Video unauthorized view of this tape prohibited. It looks like your standard FBI office message, Department of the Army. Manufactured by Syndine USA. Okay. Who violated this directive will be subject to interrogation, imprisonment, and a fine up to $500,000 and potential military discharge if applicable. All right. Let me see if I can get this a little clearer here. Let's go. Playback, subtitle, quality. All right. Apparently the best quality I can get on this is 480. So...
Greetings, and welcome to the Preconditional Protocols and Orientation video system provided by Unit 13 as part of the United States Army and Project Stargate, created in partnership with Semiodyne USA. On behalf of all of us here at Unit 13, congratulations on your selection as one of our testing candidates.
Clever play on the 13.
You likely have a lot of questions, and this video is designed to answer them all. First, let's go over some background information to provide you with the crucial context you'll need for a full understanding of what it is we're doing at Unit 13. We are sure you've heard plenty
Can't
of
watch my
rumors
horror
surrounding
without my
what it is
Milos.
that we do, but we are willing to bet that most everything you've heard is wrong. Being a highly confidential part of Project Stargate, which you've already been briefed on, Unit 13 studies a revolutionary and promising area of parapsychology, thought forms. If you're unfamiliar with what thought forms are, that's okay.
Okay.
You're in the majority. So, what are thought forms? Through the ages, occultists and spiritualists, Tibetan monks to theosophists, have exercised the creation of what is sometimes referred to as a tulpa, otherwise known as a thought form. A thought form is the manifestation of a person's will, emotion, or other deeply psychologically energized state into a semi-physical form, existing as not only an extension of the person, but as its own independent and sentient entity. Thought forms are also able to be witnessed and experienced by third parties, and are not limited solely to the person who developed them.
Are they trying to make ghosts? Is that what they're trying to do here? Radio, hello, welcome. Are they trying to make ghosts here? I'm not sure. Okay, let's get back to it. But what I'm gathering from this, right? So I don't know how this one relates to the last one or even the first one, unless this is one of the old tapes from the first from when the unauthorized user, authorized user 1 went in, downloaded a bunch of information. Maybe this is some of that information. I'm not sure. Still not sure how episode 2 fits into this.
Thought forms have been formed to serve as familiars, companions,
Thank
or
you all
even
for being
friends
here
to those
tonight
who
with me.
conjure them. According to key literature, thought forms can be intentionally formed by a single person or multiple people, though they can be unintentionally formed as well. But they are always manifested through the deep will and focus of a person in a considerably...
Is that a thought? Is that what they're saying is a thought form? It looks kind of like, okay, looks not really ghosty, but more physical. See the face, nose. Okay.
heightened state of connectivity with their own consciousness. Traditional thought forms can vary widely in their level of influence in the real world. While they usually take physical formations eventually, their earliest stages are more apparitional in nature, with brief manifestations.
Yeah, they are making
but most
ghosts.
often remaining as an unseen essence, much like a phantom or a ghost. At this phase, thought forms and ghosts are very similar in a number of ways. Individuals can make contact with them through communication devices, such as a Ouija board or through EVP sessions, while the thought form may respond through moving objects, manipulating electronics, or even speaking words in short phrases. Due to their striking similarities, a current theory established by Unit 13 suggests that what we know as ghosts may not be as common as we once believed. Rather than a deceased person's energy being left behind after death, it's possible, and indeed likely, that these paranormal entities are actually thought forms that are unintentionally created by those individuals that the deceased has left behind, who spend inordinate amounts of time in deeply emotional states,
they're
where their
explaining
mental
how ghosts are
capacity is
made.
largely occupied by a powerful focus on the departed individual. In other words, as these are the ideal conditions from which thought forms are born, people may very well create their own ghosts and hauntings. However, as more...
So, okay. So what they're saying is if you can will a ghost, apparition, or spirit into existence, right? As what they're calling thought forms. Okay, that's interesting. All right. I'm curious again how this sorry, I gotta make a quick adjustment here. I'm curious where they're going with this. We'll
time
just
and
keep
energy
going
is
here.
invested into the development
Please,
of
in the chat, if you guys know what's going on, let me know.
More influence on their environment until eventually exhibiting a semi-permanent physical appearance and, in due course, becoming as tangible as a living creature. This is where Unit 13's interest comes in. We've sought to answer a very important question. Can thought forms be created in a manner that would benefit American society and help keep American citizens safe? Unfortunately, the practice of intentionally creating a thought form by traditional methods would undoubtedly take years and years of developmental training. So, Project Stargate has enlisted a world-renowned authority in thought forms, a man named Dr. Bernard Hayes, to oversee a number of the operations related to Unit 13's work.
Okay, was this Project Stargate a CIA project for remote viewing led by Major Ed Danes? Am I not the only one? Maybe this is another part of it. I mean, I guess it would make sense because in reality, yeah, join the club, radio. I don't either, buddy. Maybe I can explain this the best, at least my impression of this. But back to what I was saying is I think Project Stargate was a remote viewing project from the 60s that went all the way to the 90s. One of the guys that did it, we used to hear on the old Art Bell shows, Major Ed Danes. And it was about remote viewing, you basically psychic spies. So I guess in a way, this kind of fits into that if they're trying to create through a manifesting ghosts through psychic means or thought forms. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to it. Sorry for talking too much, guys.
His participation has been invaluable and has brought fruitful results to the project. Due to Unit 13 and Semiodyne USA's combined efforts, bringing together some of the most prestigious minds in the world, specializing in the sciences of the human consciousness, with cutting-edge technology and engineering methods, we've created a groundbreaking, proprietary invention. Introducing the Thought Form Manifester. The Thought Form Manifester is able to create truly independent and self-sustaining thought form entities from the minds of select, willing participants. Being that they come from the deepest recesses of the human mind, thought forms can appear in virtually any configuration. They could look like a person, an object, an animal, or even something as abstract as the physical representation of an emotion. That being said, it's recommended to brace yourself before touring the thought form chambers, as thought forms can also take on appearances that could be considered
thank you, Radio.
disturbing,
I
like
do.
a creature one might see in a
We
childhood
do this every
nightmare.
Monday, Wednesday,
no
and
reason to be
Friday
afraid,
at midnight.
however.
We call it
All
Midnight
thought forms
Madness.
are
Thanks for
docile by
being
nature,
here.
and while they may look or behave in a frightening manner, and though they are capable of making physical contact, they pose no threat to humans. Once your session in the thought form manifester is completed, your thought form will be securely transported directly into a containment chamber. Thought forms are unable to pass through the barrier of and will not be capable of causing you any issues. There are some very rare potential side effects that may result from your session.
All right, did anybody else feel weird on that one? I felt kind of weird on that one. What they're saying, so apparently you're seeing this from the point of view of somebody, what's the term I'm looking for? You're a experiment. You're going in to be part of this experiment, to sit in this machine and see if you can manifest thought forms or ghosts. Again, not sure what this has to do with the last tape, but I'm sure we'll get there.
These side effects include increased tiredness, loss of balance, dizziness, insomnia, vomiting, episodes of temporary amnesia, and mild hallucinations. These side effects, if present, will clear up within 72 hours of your session and are simply signs of your brain recalibrating to the real world. It is recommended you refrain from driving or operating heavy machinery for 72 hours after your session, even if you experience no side effects. None of these side effects should cause you any harm or overt stress, and former testing candidates who have experienced these side effects reported that they were very mild and merely a transient inconvenience. With all that out of the way, we are looking forward to your participation with Unit 13, and your time in the thought form manifester has been scheduled. However, there are several required mind exercises as a part of this video system that must be completed prior to your scheduled date in order to prime your consciousness and ensure the highest quality results. Please enter the video cassette labeled TF2, Waking Your Subconscious, now. This is the end of this tape.
Okay. All right. So that was a typical thing everybody wanted to do in the 90s. Yes, I get it. So some of everything in the 90s and early 2000s, somebody would make a video and you would no longer have an instructor in front of you. They would just plop in the video and you would sit staring at a VHS video for hours. So that is pretty typical of the military. I was in the military in the 90s. So, yeah. So essentially what it is that was your orientation tape to go in. They told you something different, but now you're there. Now they're explaining to you, hey, we know we told you X, but what we really want you to do is come in here and help us create thought forms, or in layman's terms, ghost poltergeists. And apparently these ghosts can eventually become physical reactions or physical beings if enough time and energy is poured into them. And they were saying they believe that's how ghosts are created. Like when you're dying, you will a thought form into existence, and that becomes the poltergeist or the entity or the spirit or the angel or the demon or whatever you want. That's kind of what I gathered for that. So they brought in all these people to do this. Now, this, I believe, ties back to the first tape where you had guy number one or user number one go in, hack the system, and start downloading information. So, and yeah, okay, here we go. This tape, this tape is Unexpected Visitors, tape 4. This might get a little creepy, just as a warning for everyone. I'm getting that vibe. All right, hold up. You see that right there? Anybody else see that guy right there in the window? Yeah, apparently for giggles. But you see this? Okay. It looks like a ghost in a window, maybe? Apparition of some kind, maybe a thought form. All right, let's continue. Got a guy walking through the snow again. Remember what happened last time. You're welcome. Somebody's peeking into a house. Oh, is this a burglar? Haha, welcome Dexter. Thanks for being here, bud. This is the Greylock Tapes. Oh yeah, this isn't going to be good. You just missed the whole tape on thought forms and how ghosts are created. They created a machine to make ghosts that can physically manifest in our reality. Just catching you up. Here, let me bring this volume down a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so we set the camera down. He, she, not sure. Okay, that's, oh, yeah, somebody's breaking into a house. I'm just going to put this out in case this gets violent or something. Trigger warning, if you have an aversion to violence, please, you might want to not watch this part. I don't know where it's going to go, but nothing ever good happens when somebody breaks into somebody's house. If it's anything of a sexual nature, we're done, okay? But if it's, home invasion, I mean, it is horror, but if it's a rape scene or some R scene or something like that, we're going to cut it. I don't do that kind of content. Oh, shit. Wow. Okay. That just sounded like a couple people getting beat. All right. Maybe beat or murdered? All right. Panning at the moon.
I'd like to thank my producer, my writers, my
All right,
director,
Max Headroom.
my friends, and you, the ordinary PP people who made me what I am today.
Max Headroom premieres after Moonlighting tomorrow.
They did love me.
We interrupt our current program at the request of the Massachusetts State Police. This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. All normal broadcasting has been discontinued during the emergency. This station will broadcast official information.
All right, so apparently that was a videotape of a burglar breaking in to murder someone, or a killer. We're not sure what. Yeah. I wasn't kind of expecting that. I apologize for talking through that part, but I was just trying to let y'all know I don't do anything of a sexual nature. So no, we just don't do it. Not here, especially violent sexual nature stuff. So you don't have to ever worry about that with me.
News and instruction for northern Berkshire County, Massachusetts, after the following tone.
All right, we got an emergency broadcast going on. Let me.
At 3:34 a.m., Massachusetts State Police confirmed the presence of a potential group of active and unidentified home invaders who have targeted 49 residences since approximately 11:15 p.m. last night. The attacks appear to be random, spanning across the towns of North Adams, Cheshire, Savoy, and Windsor. Residents are urged to take the following actions immediately. Wake all occupants of your home. Lock all doors and windows. Close all curtains and blinds. Gather in a secure area of your home where multiple exits are available to prevent yourself from being cornered. Additionally, residents are urged to arm themselves with a blunt object or firearm if available and licensed. Only resort to self-protection if a suspect has entered your home, poses an active threat to you or your family, and you are unable to escape safely. If you are currently away from home, we are urging you not to return home at this time. Shelter in place where you are. If you are currently not in a secure area or in a vehicle, immediately head to your closest 7-Mart. Each 7-Mart location is currently being used as a safe area and as police station for your protection. Remain in your secure area until the threat has been resolved. Police are currently unable to determine a physical description of any of the assailants involved in these attacks. It is strongly advised you do not open your home to anyone you do not intimately recognize. Do not attempt to search for or engage with any suspects. The suspects are considered armed and extremely dangerous. Do not leave your secure area unless necessary. This is for your safety. Law enforcement will be armed and patrolling your area. Interfering with this investigation could result in lethal force being inadvertently.
Okay, so they just put out, Massachusetts State Police just put out a shelter-in-place order, told everybody to basically grab a bat and a gun, hunker down into one room in your house, and if anybody comes in your house, delete them. All right, that's pretty epic from a state police, putting that out to a public, but apparently there are large groups of individuals running around. I mean, that was that video we just saw killing people. So, and it's on a wide scale like that, and it was through 7 counties, I believe it was. So, yeah, okay. Let's see where this is going to go. Or this has to do with those thought forms. Oh, I'm hearing screaming in the background. Oh, multiple. Okay. A lot of people getting killed right now, it sounds like, or attacked. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. I didn't see that coming. Touche, sir. Touche. We're not going to rewind that and watch that. But apparently the guy was videoing out his window, listening to all the screams going on across his neighborhood there, and then somebody jumped him. Now, I did notice... Well, what a sound. I know, right? Oh, but if we go here, look at this. Oh, wait a minute here. Let me just go back for a moment. We'll do it without the sound here, but right here. He goes to pull in. The hand grabs the window. Right here. Hand grabs the window. Right? Okay, so we got that. Now it's going to go through a whole bunch of images, and I want to slow this down because I want to see what these images are. So I'm gonna take off the sound here for this part, so we don't get slammed with it. All right, looks like we got some kind of demon in the background there. Maybe see that right there, everyone. Well, hello, hand. Right. All right. It looks kind of like a skull. It's a face. It was a face. Yep. And now it's a cut up face. Oh yeah. Okay. Looks like dead people. That's a skinned head. No signal. I thought I saw more images in there. Okay. We'll go ahead and turn back up the volume. We are now on tape 5. Not here, not now, not anymore. Let me get this back into normal mode. So I think it was showing us that people were dying. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start tape 5 here. Anyways, sound was so jarring. Yeah, lots of marred faces. Right, radio. By the way, I hope you all are enjoying. If you like, go back. Do the usual. Give the thumbs up. Give me a like on the stream, on the main portion of the channel. I'd really appreciate it. It helps my channel grow and helps me do this. Also, I'd also want to point out, everyone, I know I started this fast and I usually go along. Everybody needs to go over to Greylock's YouTube channel. Links in the description. Check out his work. We got to keep these creators in business so that guys like me can react to them. All right. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and continue now. Tape 5, not here, not now, not anymore.
Well, hello again, Tiffany.
Oh, hi, Wanda. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too. No dad this time?
No, unfortunately, he couldn't get off work today. So I'm going to have to call him on a payphone to let him know all the details as soon as we're done.
He's excited to be a dad, huh?
Oh, yes, he certainly is. We both can't wait to be parents.
Aw, and you said you've been together since high school, right?
Yep.
That's so sweet. And have you decided on a name for your baby boy yet?
Yep, we're going with Max.
Ooh, Max, huh? That's a nice, strong name.
Good night, Dexter.
That's why my fiance
Thanks for
wanted
being
to
here,
do
bud.
that. He says it'll help make him strong right off the bat.
That's a pretty good way of thinking about it. So let's see how strong little Max is so you can hurry up and make that call.
Yes, please. He's been moving around like crazy the past couple weeks. So I think he's really strong. Strong enough to kick so hard I almost throw up sometimes, too.
Sounds like
she's in a wild boy. Activity is good.
Yep.
Sounds like she's in a doctor's office getting an ultrasound.
Okay, hopefully this isn't too cold.
No, it's okay.
Please, if you guys can, share the stream around, share the video, all that fun stuff. Okay, we got an ultrasound of a baby.
There he is. He's definitely a growing boy, that's for sure. And you're both looking really good.
Oh, I love hearing that.
Let's get some measurements to see exactly how much he's grown.
Okay. We have Okay.
What was that?
Now, baby not there.
I don't know. I've never seen that before. Maybe something to do with the power.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Where's the baby?
This is a bit strange.
What? What's strange?
Nothing to worry about or anything. Just having some trouble finding the baby all of a sudden.
Maybe the machine messed up?
Possibly. But I can still see everything else. It's just not picking up the baby for some reason.
Has this ever happened before?
Well, sometimes babies can move into certain positions that are hard to see.
But But you can't see my baby at all?
I'm looking. Don't worry, he's definitely here.
All right. I'm not seeing a baby.
You know what? Why don't we just see if we can borrow another machine, okay? There has to be something wrong with this one. I'll be right back.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
No.
This can't be happening. Your baby doesn't know your daughter? That makes no sense. I know.
Is it happening?
Right now.
Tiffany Crystal, 29, school teacher. Candassini? Hang on, let me see if we can get a better zoom in on that name. All right, we know her name is Tiffany. And it looks like she just yeeted herself. All right.
Humanity.
All right. So, woman goes into doctor's office, get an ultrasound. Something glitches, baby vanishes. And if I heard the doctor, this wasn't the only one. There was a couple of them, but I couldn't quite make out what he said. I mean, we could go back if we want, but I think we're just going to keep moving forward. This is Dr. Bernard T. Hayes, a symposium on Jungian psychology and the manifestation of consciousness, New York City, October 4th, 1981. Humanity has fought tirelessly, and passed through a great many trials.
Has fought tirelessly, passed through a great many trials of intellectual fortitude to achieve but one singular goal. A goal countless men withered away and dying in pursuit of, leaving their towers of work behind, to be climbed upon by coming generations, higher and higher they ascend, so that we will at last reach the one called God. And there, on his apex of infinite knowledge and power, we will approach and look him in the eye as an equal.
Okay, that was...
Welcome back, user. Frank Porter. Please enter your credentials. Credential requirement bypassed by system administrator. Greeting.
All right. Well, apparently we jumped to... Oh, no, we're still on tape 6. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought something had changed there. Yeah, mass baby disappearance, right? If that's what it was. I couldn't really hear the doctor that well. And then we're... Okay, so I'm still not kind of understanding what's going on here. I mean, we have the break-in of the old laboratory. Excuse me. The break-in of the old laboratory. Then we have a tape of a guy finding something out in the woods and a laptop buried in a tree with blood on the ground. Something hits his car. Not sure what's going on. Man, I'm going to need a notebook to keep track of all this. Hits his car. He drives off. Everything changes. The sermon changes, goes slower, sounds darker and more evil. And then we cut to a Simodyne U.S. Army tape about creating thought forms. And then we have the mass murdering going on. I wonder if the mass murdering, the beings or people that were committing those acts weren't people, but thought forms created. Because one of the things I noticed in the orientation video, when they said, you know, once you form these, they'll be contained and they can't get out. How do you contain a ghost? How do you contain a spirit or an entity? I don't know. You tell me. You must have. You're welcome to go back on Rewind and watch them as well. They will be, I leave them up, and then I do an edited version. And then over the weekend here, I'm going to be working on what we call explanation videos for each one of these that I did this week. All right, here we go. We're going to get back into it.
Unknown user ID. Welcome to Semiodyne USA's virtual message assistant for user. Project Director, Frank Porter. Establishing custom telephone message settings. Sender, Paul Morelli, of the Morelli Construction and Mining Company. Dates of receipt ranging from March 24th, 1987, to March 30th, 1987. Beginning playback of your messages. Message 1. March 24th, 11:14 a.m.
Hey Frank, it's Paul Morelli. We ran into somewhat of an issue today. We came across these tunnels inside the mountain, pretty deep in, but well, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but he told me to call if anything strange came up, and I figured this qualifies. People have been here before. Some obviously man-made shit in there, like carvings and stone. This shit looks ancient, like real old. I took a crew in to look through it, but seems part of the tunnels caved in some time ago.
Okay.
We're gonna just have to bust through it regardless. But I still wanted to make you aware of it. Anyways, I'll keep you in the loop. Thanks.
Message 2. March 25th, 7:38 a.m.
Hey Frank, it's Paul. Just calling to tell you the day might be a bit slower than usual. Unfortunately, a number of the crew are sick as dogs. Not really sure what kind of stomach bugs going around or what, but we'll do our best to pick up the slack. I'm calling in some guys who have a day off, so hopefully things will get a little closer to normal, you know? That being said, I don't know how the hell this happened, but the section of the tunnel here caved in is clear.
All right, so this, if I understand this correctly, this is some of the data that was extracted during episode 1.
Tunnel's been wired up with a few lights, too. Wanted to see if maybe you sent someone in while we were off shift. Night crew said you didn't, but, I didn't see anybody else either, so... But a few of the guys said they'd seen something running around in the woods surrounding the site. I figured it's probably a deer or whatever, but seeing all the ruckus we're making out here, But they all insisted it was something else. Something like a real tall man. Might just be some environmentalist moron trying to cause some shit, but, he ain't done nothing, so I told him to keep focused on the project. For safety's sake, we're going to avoid the tunnel until I hear back from you. All right, bye now.
Message 3. March 25th, 4:56 p.m.
Hey Frank, it's Paul again. The guy you sent out to take photos just left, but, he seemed totally fine when he got here, but we practically had to carry him back to his car when he was done. I don't know if he caught whatever's going around, but figured you should know. Also, we found some really old shit down there, Frank. Now, I ain't no historian, but we got a guy on the crew who used to do archaeology work or whatever, and I don't know. But I guess there's some old artifacts down there, like weapons and trinkets and whatever. I'll have him draft up a report for you and send it your way, because I feel like he'd be interested, and he can explain all this shit better than I could anyways. His name's Arnold Rivers. That's about it. All right. Bye.
Message 4. March 26th, 1:03 p.m.
Frank, something ain't right here. Crew's getting worse, more sick. I feel okay so far, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. I saw that thing the guys have been talking about.
All right.
Last night, stalking around in the tree line. I swear it had a face. Anyways, just call me back as soon as you can, Frank.
All right, so up to this point, it looks like construction team going in, digging, bust through an old mine shaft tunnel. It's lit up with lights. Crews, all of a sudden, everybody on the crew is getting sick. They found some old archaeology. there's something stalking around in the woods, watching them, something really tall. I don't think we're going to the Slender Man thing. But, I mean, it's just apparently there's something watching them. Skinwalker, perhaps. You know, something they might have let go out of the tunnel. Just fixing my chair here. There we go. Something they might have let out of the tunnel. Something, you know, supernatural is what I'm gathering. Or a thought form.
Message 5. March 27th, 12:10 p.m.
All our food is rotten, totally spoiled and covered in maggots. It was perfectly fine and stored. There wasn't any problems with the generator, even if we lost power. I mean, it's the end of March. All our food looks like it's been left out in the heat for weeks. No idea what's going on. Please call me back.
Message 6. March 27th, 4:02 p.m.
It's Paul. We saw it again.
Okay.
Something out here with us. It's in the woods. And it's watching us, goddammit.
That's what I'm thinking.
It ain't no animal either. Who are you guys gonna put up those fancy hunting cameras and see if we can catch anything? Maybe locals fucking with us? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah. Anyways, I just...
Hunting cam 3 motion detected. Okay.
Message 7. Date and time unavailable. Message.
Whoa. Okay, what do we got? Oh, okay. All right, we've got a vapor or mist just passed by the camera.
Message 8. March 29th, 10:13 p.m.
Frank, it's Paul. Holy shit, well, a lot of the crew here is sick now, and they're sort of like unresponsive. We tried emergency contacts for them, but they just keep ringing. The phones, they just kept ringing and ringing and ringing. Nobody picked up from any number we tried. Nobody picked up. No answer machines either. Made a call to the hospital, and same thing. Just ringing. Just tried 911, still nothing.
Okay.
I figured the phones were fucked up, but the machine actually picked up.
Oh, that guy's losing his shit.
I think I caught whatever's going around. My skin, it feels tight. A lot of pressure behind my eyes. My teeth feel like they're humming, vibrating. You know what? This all started when we came across that tunnel. I feel like I need to figure out what's down there. I think whatever's down there could help my crew. But most of all, I feel like something really bad's gonna happen if I don't go down. So I'm going down tonight.
Okay, back to the hunting cam. That guy has absolutely lost his shit. I'm not sure if it's because he's... Yeah, I'm not exactly too sure on what's going on there. It sounds like... Sorry, I'm messing with my footstool here. Sounds like it's some kind of ancient beast stalking him, making him sick. A demon, perhaps. I don't know. Let's see. We had a form. We did have a form, and it matched one of the descriptions of the thought forms they were talking about. So, you know, it's... Who knows, right? I mean, this is getting weird. All right, there we go again. Oh. Oh, son, did you see that? Oh, hold on. Motion detected, okay. See, we're getting this little blur, right? This little thing. But look at it right there. Look at it right here. It's transparent. It was standing in front of the camera the whole damn time. Oh, crap. All right.
Message 9. March 30th, time unavailable.
That's our worker. It's like it's changing.
This is the end of your messages.
I have to take this real quick, guys. Hey, honey.
Hi, baby.
You're on live stream. You're on live stream camera with me.
Oh, am I?
You are.
Hi, Ken's audience.
All right. Yeah, I'm on my I'm doing the reaction to the Greylock Tapes tonight.
Oh, nice. That sounds fun.
Right? So are you going to be up for a while?
I'm actually going to be going to bed as soon as I get home because I have Arctic tomorrow.
Okay. How about I call you as soon as these are done, or I'll text you as soon as these are done, or you can jump on the stream and join us.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
All right. Sorry about that, everybody, but we're back. Here we go. Motion detected again. Oh, whoa.
Authorities continue to invest.
Hold on.
Authorities continue to investigate.
All right, hang on. We're going back. We're going to the end of that again. There we go. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. Okay. That definitely does not look happy. Yeah, I don't think that guy survived either, Radio. I really don't. All right.
Authorities continue to investigate the recent crime.
All right. So that was the descent of a bunch of miners dying, apparently, or getting turned into some kind of beast monster. Maybe they're the reason all of these people are getting attacked, right? They said it was a group of people. If the miners all got sick and transformed and then started going around the town killing people, that could explain that part, right? I don't know. Let's see what the news guy has to say.
Crime wave that swept across northern Berkshire County left many of its residents in a state of anxiety and panic. It was 2 weeks ago when the emergency broadcast system was engaged to warn residents to secure their homes due to the activity of a group of individuals who had been targeting and breaking into people's homes. Authorities have since confirmed that the attacks were, in fact, part of an organized criminal effort and have been attributed to a local anti-American militia group operating out of western Massachusetts.
Of course, it's an anti-American militia group.
Police have made numerous arrests in connection to militia, and officials continue to release statements to assure the public that they are safe once again.
We've seen a lot of credible information over the past couple of weeks, and the investigation's still ongoing. We're getting closer by the day.
Thankfully, due to the continued efforts of law enforcement, life has been able to return back to normal. Back to normal. Back to normal. To normal. To normal. To normal.
All right, what's going
law enforcement. Numerous arrests in connection to militia, and officials continue to release statements to assure the public that they are safe once again.
We've seen a lot of credible information over the past couple of weeks, and the investigation's still ongoing. We're getting closer by the day.
Thankfully, due to the continued efforts of law enforcement, life has been able to return back to normal. Back to normal. Back to normal. To normal. To normal.
Okay. So everything's going back to normal. Whoa. Okay. Looks like a Siamese baby. Siamese twins. Huh.
Back to normal for residents of Berkshire County.
Almost, except for the Siamese. Oh.
Well, that broadcast went complete.
All right. So that was the news program telling us everything's okay. Don't worry about nothing. Everything's back to normal. We've got the militia group. They're bad people. And then we had a picture of a conjoined twins with the single eye in the middle. We saw that clip, remember, earlier in episode 3. We saw that same picture. It was just brief, but that picture was there. So I'm curious what this is. So this looks like a continuation. So this is tape 8, Old Odd Ends, Greylock Analog Horror.
Tits up, didn't it? I've been getting chewed out by our asshole CIA liaison for the past 2 hours. What the fuck happened?
We're looking into it, sir, but we experienced no issues with the broadcast on our end, so our engineers believe that the signal was hijacked before even reaching the transmitter, but once we started receiving phone calls from viewers, we switched to a backup transmitter.
But by then, the hijacker had already said everything they wanted to say, hadn't they?
Yes, sir.
What a complete fuck up.
GBS.
They made us look like a fucking joke. And during our most popular show. Speaking of which, Don, where the fuck is he? I cannot get hold of him, and he needs to get in here and read a statement to help clean up this fucking mess.
Well, we've been trying to reach him. We've called him multiple times. We've tried his pager. We've asked around to see if anyone's heard from him, but nothing.
Okay.
Right now we've got Gerald.
This is the executive chewing everybody out for the hijacked broadcast.
You've been to his house?
Well, no. I just thought that maybe he'd be upset if I did that.
Get in your fucking car and go to his fucking house! I don't care if you kick down his front door and drag him here by his ear. You bring him into the studio. Do you understand?
Yes, Mr. Rosenbaum. Of course, I'll do that right now.
I
There's some
appreciate
real
everybody
powerful
being here
people
tonight
depending on us
too.
right now. They need us to manage the response to these events, to let the public know what's going on, and the last thing we need is it going wider than it already fucking has. So do what you need to do, or I'm going to replace you with some producers who actually know how to produce a fucking show.
Sorry, the file you are trying to access has been destroyed and can no longer be executed or retrieved. Please choose another file. Sorry. It said I'll take your...
Okay, so we are still going through the video and footage that guy stole at the beginning of the series. All right.
Warning, anomalous file detected. This file should not exist. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Opening
file. Arnold Rivers personal log.
Final.
My name is Arnold Eugene Rivers. The date is April 8th, 1987, about 9:15 at night. I was involved in the Morelli construction project at Mount Greylock. I was hired due to my background in anthropology and archaeology. I've worked to excavate a number of different historical sites. Paul Morelli took me on after securing a government contract for the Greylock project. I'm recording this because I believe my life is in danger, and I likely don't have a lot of time left, so I need to leave some kind of record of my findings. On March 24th, our crew came across tunnels in the mountain that have a multitude of ancient markings and artifacts.
Good, now we're getting the explanation.
On March 25th, Paul cleared the interior of the mountain and asked me, accompanied by a small crew, to look through the tunnels and record notes on what I was able to recognize. I was then to report to one of the project directors, named Frank Porter, to offer my perspective on our findings. I kept this to myself at the time, but what we discovered in that mountain was not normal. Not only did I see the impact it was having on the crew, but certain aspects of my findings did not make any sense. Many of the artifacts were pre-colonial. Some were from Native American tribes, but there were other artifacts, some Mesoamerican, and others were shockingly Clovis in nature. Finding Clovis artifacts here means that people have been coming to Mount Greylock since at least 11,000 BCE.
Okay.
But that's not all, no.
All right.
There are artifacts I found that could potentially be from even earlier Paleo-American cultures that we have yet to even begin studying.
That looks like some.
Then there were artifacts and writings left by the cultures that were pre-Columbian in nature. Transoceanic contacts prior to Columbus reaching the Americas has always been largely a theory, but the artifacts in this mountain, they prove it. Ancient Chinese, Arabic, Indian, Roman, Spanish, Viking, even ancient Greek and Egyptian are findings that they alone would change world history as we know it today. I'll admit, the anthropologist in me was thrilled. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I figured it had to be a hoax, but I'm confident that it's all authentic. But my excitement was soon replaced with a looming fear and anxiety. How could such a place be so important to so many cultures for so long? There must be something immense here. Whatever it was, well, that's why I left the project. The tunnels all connected to a series of chambers deep into the interior of the mountain. That's where a majority of the relics were found. There were old baskets of herbs and spices, pottery, weapons and armor, talismans, and other religious items, countless other things, but all of it was there purposely as offerings.
As okay. So that was one of the guys on the crew from the construction crew we were talking about earlier, right? So I knew I smelt spirit stuff. I called it. Yes, you did, radio. So he's the archaeologist that they referred to in the voicemail tapes. Or is it voicemail back then? I don't know. I can't remember what we used to call it. We used to call them screeners, so you can screen your calls. But yeah, so he's the archaeologist, and then so this has striking similarity to some of the theories and conspiracy theories about the Grand Canyon, right? So the Grand Canyon also had is rumored to have a pre-Columbian Mesoamerican Egyptian structures in it as well, and that's why the government won't let you poke around in there. It's just a conspiracy theory. Thought it was an interesting point. You can look that up. All right, you're watching Cosmic Mysteries, a detailed look into how our Earth's moon came to be. All right, we got a programming screen here.
It was billions of years ago, when our planet was still mostly fire and rock, that a Mars-sized planet that had been drifting through our solar system collided directly with the Earth. The impact was so powerful and violent that the rogue planet was blown into countless pieces of debris. This debris collected to form our moon. Many of the pieces of the unknown planet remain inside the Earth to this day.
Okay.
Adams Police Department, Dispatcher Carey speaking.
Yes, I'm calling to report a break-in at my coworker's house.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Liam Hollander.
Okay, Liam, you said this was your coworker's house. What is your coworker's address?
It's Parker Hill Road in Adams, number 491.
491 Parker Hill Road, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me, is anybody hurt? Liam, are you still with me?
Yes, sorry.
Is anybody hurt?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Then I witnessed many altars.
Ha 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 ha. Look at that. Let's go back.
Liam,
this is the news anchor guy.
Yes, sorry.
Is anybody hurt?
Yes.
All right. There he is. Yeah. He's transformed. Look, he's transformed like the foreman. Remember the foreman? Okay.
Then I witnessed many altars constructed out of the mountain stone, along with evidence of mass animal and human sacrifice. And the carvings in the walls of these sacrificial chambers, I couldn't recognize a single familiar symbol, and it made me sick to even look at them. Let me be clear, I am not, nor have I ever been, a religious man. But there's something in that mountain. Something people of countless cultures over the history of our planet have been worshipping, but I don't know why. But I could feel it. Whatever's down there, I could feel it. It was like being trapped in a fever dream. I swear I could hear a voice, and even felt compelled to go further, to speak to whatever's down there. I don't know. I haven't been right since. I keep hearing this droning in my head, ceaseless, all day and night. I can't sleep, just droning, always droning.
Like a hum?
But that doesn't matter right now. I informed Mr. Porter in my report that the archaeological findings in the mountain are of monumental historical importance, and that there is certainly more to be discovered. And I recommended discontinuing construction there. But it's not as though I have any authority over this project. I fully expected to be ignored. Mr. Porter called me on the evening of March 28th, and we spoke on the phone briefly. It was as I thought. He disregarded my concerns. I informed him that I wasn't going to return to the site. He insisted I did. Said I was a valuable asset to the project, even offered me a substantial raise, and wanted me to lead a specifically organized team that would clear the tunnels of artifacts before excavation would continue. I, quote unquote, could be responsible for the biggest historical finding of all time, he said. I refused again. I won't put a price on my sanity or my health, especially after seeing what was happening to the crew.
Now loading. Morale Greylock event, Group C, Survivor data. Profile for patient B3590. Rockford, Thomas. Malformations. Notes. Communicative. Patient prone to spontaneous violent outbursts. Treatment of heavy sedation recommended. Only communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom. Now loading. Profile for patient. B9231. Washington, Samuel. Malformations.
Oh,
Notes.
wow.
Communicative. Patient suffers from constant state of severe paranoia and delusions, resulting in unpredictable
are
violent
these survivors
outbursts.
from the tunnel?
Standard treatment ineffective.
Yeah,
High-dose
87.
xylazine is recommended. Only communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom. Now loading. Profile for patient. B6670. Herrera, Ramon. Malformations.
Oh, wow.
Notes. Uncommunicative. Patient appears to be in catatonic state. Warning, patient may sit up very suddenly, without provocation, to projectile vomit at any staff in area. Patient's vomit is extremely corrosive and emits nerve gas. All treatments ineffective.
Studies must be conducted with full anti-corrosive gear and air purifying respirator equipped on all staff involved. Now loading. Profile for patient. B8816. Fleming, Charles. Malformations.
Oh,
Notes.
God. Look at that.
Uncommunicative. Warning. Patient will attack on sight. Do not interact. Immunity to pain. Patient exhibits cannibalistic tendencies. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia recommended. Now loading. Profile for patient. B4041. Oakhurst, Scott. Malformations.
Oh,
Notes.
look at that.
Communicative. Communicate with caution. Warning, patient actively pretends to be benevolent and friendly. Strong homicidal and cannibalistic tendencies. Killed and partially consumed 6 staff members on April 6, 87. Patient
They
laughed
ate 6
hysterically
staff
during
members.
the attack. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia or permanent restraint for further study recommended. Now loading. Profile for patient. B7992. Kowalski, Edward. Malformations.
Oh.
Notes. Communicative. Hazardous. Warning, patient possesses inhuman power of suggestion and influence over others. Do not interact. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia recommended. Now loading. Profile for patient. B1584. Rafferty, John. Malformations. Notes. Uncommunicative. Hazardous. Patient appears to be deceased. No vital signs. Patient's body not decomposing. Warning, staff have become ill after even brief time spent in patient's room. Illness disregards protective suiting. Immediate quarantine required for all victims. Mortality rate post-exposure currently 92%.
Oh, wow.
Survivors subject to rapid
That's
physical
bad.
and mental malformations. All treatments ineffective. Immediate remote euthanasia recommended.
I consider myself incredibly lucky to not be in that condition right now.
Okay, so
Oddly,
those were
he quickly
the-
accepted
those
my second.
those were some of the workers that were exploring the tunnel. They had one guy that was basically a cannibal, attacked and killed and partially ate 6 people. Had another guy with the superpower of suggestion. That last one, his body is so toxic that it's got a 92% mortality rate. Yeah, this is okay. So, all right. And we're creating thought forms, right? Well done with this series. Well done.
Refusal. Wished me luck in my future endeavors, but before I could say anything else, he'd hung up. But it seemed I'd made the right choice. I heard something awful happened up at Mount Greylock, and then simultaneously, there were all of these things that have been happening around the mountain. The home invasions, the dead bodies that fell from the sky over Cheshire, the pregnancy phenomena, so many other unexplainable things. They all must be related.
Hold on. Dead bodies that fell over Cheshire. I don't remember seeing that in the tapes. Yeah, 2 of them were cannibals. Okay.
And I've been trying to figure out how. I've connected with a local investigator who's been trying to get to the bottom of this. I've shared with him everything I have, though I feel that I've been being watched. I feel a looming threat that I can't really explain. Would the government really send someone to kill me over this? I feel like I'm paranoid. Like I've lost some of my mind. But I came home from the grocery
Just because you're
store the other
paranoid
day.
doesn't mean they're not out to get
door
you.
was unlocked, and I know I had locked it before I left. I scanned my entire house for traces of anything, but found nothing out of the ordinary. I even checked and replaced all of the light bulbs. Oh, God. Saying it out loud like this, it makes me realize how crazy I sound. I've always been a rational man. There's a logical explanation behind everything.
You're not paranoid, dude.
Well, I'm glad that I put all of this into a recording. Perhaps that was what I needed to snap me out of this. Honestly, I feel much better just talking about it. This can't be. Oh my God, that's my basement door. No. Encoder, Oh, where's the damn camcorder? There it is. Thank God.
So what are we going to see?
They're here. I'm inside my bedroom closet. I'm going to keep the tape recorder running, and I'm hiding in here with my files. If something happens to me, and you find any tapes or files somehow, please bring it to the investigator, Jim Melgren of North Adams. That goes for this video footage as well.
Get ready for it. Okay. That was different. It sounded like an old Nextel phone. Bird.
Come on out, it's the police.
Oh, God, okay. Do you ever hear the stories of that? Two of them were cannibals, right? You ever hear skinwalkers can mimic voices? But I want to get a look at that. I want to get a look at that thing's face again here.
Come on out, it's the police.
See if we can. See if we can catch that face. I want to slow down. I want to see if it's the same one from the... I think it's the same one from the trail cam video footage. Let me turn that down so you guys don't have to hear that. Here we go. Please don't hurt me. I'll do whatever you want. That was well done. There it is. Yep. Yep. It's the same thing from the trail cam. All right. Sorry about that. Let's just go ahead and we're going to put this back to normal speed. I feel like I'm taking some of the horror out of this for you guys. All right, let's turn this back up. Here we go. All right, so the thing can mimic voices. All right.
Accessing GBS properties. 101 WRAV FM radio station. Date of broadcast December 13th, 1963. Segment announcement of the National Access Initiative. Beginning playback.
In one of his first acts after his historic succession, President Lyndon B. Johnson's administration has announced an upcoming program that will revolutionize communication and bring critical home electronics into every American household.
All right.
The National Access Initiative, as it's been named, is a program designed to ensure that all citizens have equal access to vital communication tools and ways to stay informed, fostering connectivity, security, and unity across the nation. Under this groundbreaking initiative, eligible American households will receive packages containing a myriad of electronics so that citizens may stay properly engaged with one another and remain knowledgeable regarding important events. The electronics such as telephones, televisions, and radios. These packages will also include items aimed at keeping families safe,
with devices such as smoke alarms, burglar alarms, and even flashlights. These things will empower individuals to not only stay involved in their communities, but to remain prepared for any emergency as well. President Johnson himself was quoted as saying that in this era of progress and innovation, it is crucial for every American to have the tools necessary as they navigate the challenges of modern life in an era of ever-increasing technological dependence. These electronics packages are being made available to American households through a partnership with world-renowned technology manufacturer Semiodyne USA.
Okay. All right, those.
Technology manufacturer Semiodyne USA.
President Kennedy says no to Semiodyne USA. Okay. Assassins kill Kennedy. Lyndon Johnson sworn in. Ha ha ha. Okay, that's a neat play. Looks like we got an old.
The technology giant's expertise in creating cutting-edge, revolutionary technologies over the past decades has made them a household name, and their gracious contribution to this initiative ensures that the devices provided will be of the highest quality.
Somebody sleeping in a bed.
Further enhancing the experience and benefits for American citizens. When asked for a quote during a press conference earlier this week, President of Semiodyne USA, Percival C. Rothwell, had a lot to say.
The National Access Initiative represents a milestone in our nation's journey towards progress.
Does that guy look like the smiling man with the thumbnails?
It's a reflection of the American government and Semiodyne USA's unwavering commitment to empowering every American citizen, regardless of age, location, or income, with the tools and resources needed to thrive in the electronic age.
So this is 1967, and we have audio and video cams. Okay, they're further ahead than we were. Sounds like a sermon in the background.
32% of American households still don't have a television in the house. This means they are less informed and are unable to respond to emergencies as quickly or efficiently. A much greater percentage of households have no smoke alarms to alert them in the event of a fire. Perhaps most shocking of all, 29% of Americans don't even have a telephone in their home, meaning they're unable to call for aid or even just contact friends or family members. They are left disconnected.
August 28th, 1967.
For decades, people of all kinds have wondered what it is we're working on at any given time. Decades.
What do we got going on in this? Looks like an old man, maybe? Sitting around. Okay. Oh, on a telephone?
For decades, people of all kinds have wondered what it is we're working on at any given time inside Semiodyne. And for decades, we've kept it all quite secretive. But I'll let you in on a little something.
I'm here. Kennedy didn't go for it. But you assured me he was amenable. Or was that just more of your bullshit?
Alright.
No.
Looks like
he's gonna fucking expose our whole plan for the NII program. The meeting couldn't have gone worse. If that fucking Nick thinks he's gonna expose Semiodyne, he's got another thing coming.
Alright.
But we're not the only ones he's pissed off lately. After rejecting Operation Northwoods, and then that executive order involving the Federal Reserve, there are a lot of snakes in the grass. And it's about time that Kennedy got bit.
At Semiodyne USA, we're building the future. And as the great-great-grandson of our company's founder and its current president, I'll tell you one irrefutable fact, the most important one. All roads lead to connectivity. Without connectivity, we have no future. The more isolated individuals are from one another, the weaker they are, the more easily defeated they are, and the less likely they are to see the value of their own lives.
Hey, Howard, have you seen the car keys?
Humanity has stood many times at the precipice of extinction. And the only reason we are still here today is because we stood there together.
All right. But that little blurb says that Semiodyne had something to do with killing Kennedy. Oh, here we go. NIA program was a trap. They are watching. They are listening. Fuck LG Lindenberg Johnson. Fuck Semiodyne. I won't be your lab rat anymore. I wonder if that has to do with the, that was in October 90. So I wonder if that has to do with those thought form experiment they were doing, right? I'm stuck on that for some reason. I just can't let that get out of my head.
We make a promise to continue to support you into the future as well. Whether it's from a lack of infrastructure or a lack of income, no one should be restricted access to potentially life-saving and life-enhancing technology. And this is only the beginning. We have so much more planned so that Americans can all truly be equal in our society.
All right.
Security, connectivity, accessibility. It is our belief that it is these three factors that make America the best country in the world.
Okay, we got another video here. Shadow on the wall. This is September 13th, 1933, or 93. This is getting real, guys.
Mr. Rothwell also stated that these monumental benefits...
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many were in the last tape? 6.
Mr. Rothwell also stated that these monumental benefits won't only be made available to American households, but to police and fire departments, schools, and to small businesses as well. The Johnson administration has stated that while they are going to begin launching this landmark program right away, it will first be made available only in select areas as construction crews from coast to coast prepare to establish important infrastructure that will support the National Access Initiative program.
All right, we got a 1994 computer, some CD-ROMs, some records, books. Oh, shit. See that right there? Hang on. I'm going to turn this up.
Hello? Hello? Is somebody there? Where am I? Where are you?
I'm over here, Katie.
Oh, there you are. Who are you?
I'm your
didn't look so imaginary.
My imaginary friend? But I didn't imagine him.
You must have, because here I am.
Oh, he's thoughtful.
Probably just don't remember.
Are you from that weird doctor's office place that I had to go to?
I think you might be right, Katie.
I can't find my glasses, so I can't really see you.
Oh, they're over here.
How'd you get there?
I noticed they were a little dirty, so I wanted to clean them for you.
Really?
Yes, they look all shiny and new now. Here, come get them. Then you'll be able to see me.
Wow. Thank you. Where are they? I still can't really see because my eyes are so bad.
You reach out and I'll put them into your hand. Okay.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Closer.
Oh, shit.
Just a little bit closer.
The Johnson administration
Oh,
went
crap.
on to say
Oh, crap.
that their
All right.
current...
Oh, crap. Oh, I need a break from that for a moment. Oh, oh, that really got me. Oh, man. Oh, all right. We can do this. We can get through it. Oh, that was perfect. Poor Katie. I want to see what that was because remember at the beginning here? Let's see. At the beginning of this conversation right here, we're going to go back and break this one down. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. So we hear something over here in the side pop up. I know, right? See right here? It's like a skeleton. See, it looks like a doctor's office skeleton here. Right there. See it right there? Okay. Now, if we come back to here. I know, right? There it is. Now, how did it get from here to here? All right, I'm going to just avoid the terror. All right, hang on. Let's back that up a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Now, I want to slow this down because I think there's something in the static. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go back a little bit here. Play. Because I want to know how it became from here to here because we didn't see it move across the camera at all. All right. It's about to jump. There it is. Y'all saw that? Okay. Then we go into the static. There's something in there. See? Something in there. Ah. Looked like a right here. That's what I saw. Remember the woods from earlier? You're right. It could be the one with super suggestion. But you remember the woods from earlier with the lap chop? Right? There's a, right? Look at this. The trees, right? The woods, right? That looks like a bean. Doesn't it? Oh, man, I can't be the only one who's seen this. I know, right? All right, we're going to go ahead and continue. Now we have blood on the screen. We're going to go back to normal playthrough. Okay. It was the second video. So if you go back and watch the first 3 videos, you'll be all caught up and know what's going on. Because that goes back to this video right here. Well, I don't want to lose this, but we'll go back to the video.
The Johnson administration went on to say that their current projections for a nationwide release are for some time between mid-1966 and early 1967. Citizens will be mailed informational packets regarding the National Access Initiative, including information on how to apply as the program becomes available in their area.
Okay.
Hello, you've reached Alex Marsh and Tiffany Crisaldi. We're not able to get...
Alex Marsh, Tiffany Crisaldi. Tiffany was the one who lost the baby. Remember? Tiffany Crisaldi, we couldn't see her last name in the paper. That's her. That's the gal that lost the baby. It disappeared in her womb.
...to the phone, so please leave a message after the tone and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Okay, we are now on to tape 10, Messages from the Dead, Greylock. Okay, now we're back in the woods. All right, I'm telling you about the woods. Sorry, I apologize about the sound of everything. Okay. This time there's no snow on the ground. Last time there was snow on the ground. Dead rat. Okay. Got a dead rat there. Been dead a while. All right.
Hey, babe. I'm just checking in. Could you please give me a call as soon as you can? Don't worry about work either, please. You're way more important, okay? Okay. I love you. Bye. After we lost the baby, I stayed home for almost a month. We both took it hard, but I was just really worried about Tiffany. She seemed to only be getting worse with time.
Okay.
She spent a lot of time by herself. When it came time for me to return to work, we decided I would call home every day during my lunch break. just so we could talk and
Right. Oh, you're right. Oh my God. Good eye radio. That was the same glove from the window earlier. Good catch.
She always picked up the phone whenever I called it. She knew it would worry me sick if she didn't pick up the phone. But this time, on that day, she didn't pick up.
Oh no. Yep, she yeeted herself. Self-deletion.
Tiffany, babe, still haven't heard from you. Hope everything's okay. You're probably just busy doing something, but we've been talking every day since I've been back to work, so, you know, I'm getting a bit worried, so please call me back, okay?
Yep.
Love you.
We got some cult shit going on there. Sorry about that.
But I'm gonna head home. I'm sorry, I'm kind of freaking out. I'll be there soon. I love you.
Right.
Dr. Heinrich Albrecht, Medical Examiner, Westfield. May 19th, 1987, 3:23 p.m. Intake report for Tiffany Elaine Marie Crisaldi. Caucasian female, age 28, 39, 26, 30, 27, 25. Case number 87-09-1-HA. This autopsy will be conducted at the request of the Adams Police Department. Initial external evaluation reveals a resinous black substance adhered to the face, neck, and upper thoracic region. Samples have been obtained. Additionally, the eyes are fully retracted. These observations are aside from any traditional indicators of struggle or violence as a cause of death. Rigor and livor mortis align with the estimated time of death.
Okay.
Of particular note, and the reason for this specialist report, is an unusual finding on the abdomen, specifically below the sternum. A symbol of some sort has been carved into the flesh.
Alright.
Equally concerning is the absence of hemorrhaging in the surrounding tissues. Due in part to this, I have been able to ascertain that this symbol was carved into the skin post-mortem.
Alright, so after she
In
died.
regards to timing, based on my analysis, I would say the cuts were likely made several hours after death. Well, photographs and casts have been made for further analysis. I'll be consulting with forensic anthropologists and symbology experts to better understand the nature and potential significance of the symbol. In summary, while the exact cause of death is yet to be determined, it is the carving that requires the initiation of an immediate and in-depth investigation. This aspect of the case should be treated with utmost priority due to its unusual and unnerving nature.
Okay, Tiffany, we're recording now.
Okay.
So, Tiffany,
just a little
you
girl
just
here.
had your 6th birthday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you have a party?
Yeah.
How was it?
Good.
That's good. You're awfully quiet today. Are you seeing them again?
Yes.
Can you see them right now?
Yes.
Where are they? Where are they, Tiffany?
They're everywhere. Where?
Private lock for case file 87-091-HA for my home archives. The date is May 19, 1987. Time is 8:03 p.m.
I don't know. It has something to do with that mountain and that sacrificial chamber and the thought forms. That's my guess.
Her body arrived shortly before I was to leave the office for the day, but I decided to at least begin external examinations. Though it seemed misfortune loomed over the proceedings. Electrical flickers and inexplicable drops and spikes in room temperature. Repairs may be required. I wanted to refrain from mentioning this part whatsoever, but I feel compelled to do so. After placing Miss Crisaldi in storage and moving on to cleaning up, my assistant Sarah mentioned that she'd heard what sounded like a woman crying, coming from the direction of the cooler. I shrugged off her remark and let her leave early, telling her she was likely stressed or overtired, and I continued cleaning up on my own. I didn't dare to tell her that I heard it as well.
All right, body storage.
Okay, are you ready, Tiffany?
I think so.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll need you to follow my instructions, okay, Tiffany? As long as you do that, everything will be fine. Can you do that for me?
Okay.
Good. I'm going to play some sounds that will help you through this exercise. Good. Now close your eyes and keep them closed until I tell you to open them. I want you to picture yourself standing outside your house in your front yard. It's a beautiful day out with big fluffy clouds and a blue sky. No one else is around. Now look down at the grass around you and watch how each blade moves in the gentle breeze.
Put it under hypnosis, maybe?
Now look forward and see your house. And look around and see the trees around your yard. Watch how the breeze affects the leaves as it passes through. Make the wind blow a little harder, enough so the branches are swaying a little bit. You can hear all the rustling of the leaves around you. Wind calms down now, and you begin walking very slowly towards the front door of your house.
Just out of curiosity, let me see how this sounds. How does that sound? Does that sound any better right there?
Step. 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 And with each step you take, it looks like the day's getting later and later. Soon the golden rays of the sunset are shining against your house. The front door is closer now, but you still have some more steps to go. Step. Step. Step.
What's going on?
Step. Now you're only 3 steps from the door. Step. The sun vanishes behind the trees, going down. Step. The stars begin twinkling in the sky above, and the moon shines its soft glow over everything around you. Step. You arrive at the front door. Reach out your hand, turn the doorknob, and open the door. Your house looks like it always does at nighttime, except you're the only one here now. You take off your shoes. First the right shoe. Then the left shoe. You can feel the floor against your feet. You can smell the familiar aroma of your house. Everything is in its proper place. You are alone. You're going to walk quietly to your bedroom now. You come to the stairs and begin to walk up. You hold on to the banister as you go, letting your hand slide up. Step. 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 You reach the second floor hallway. Everything is in its proper place. You are alone. Nobody else is here with you. You look to the right and you can see your bedroom door closed at the end of the hall. And you start walking nice and calmly towards it. You see the door coming closer with each step. You can see the pink flower stickers that you put on it 2 years ago, and the small wooden sign that reads Tiffany, with the little blue bird in the corner.
I know, right?
Step. 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 You're at your bedroom door now. You reach out your hand and grasp the doorknob and turn.
I'm a little nervous where this is going to go.
You can see that your room looks just like it did the last you saw it. You see the colorful quilt on your bed. You see your small white dresser with all the stickers and scuff marks, just like always. Your stuffed animals are all resting by your purple toy box. You feel comfortable. You feel safe. You are alone. You walk into a room, and that's when you can see something different that's never been there before. Tell me what you see.
It's a door next to my window.
That's right, it's a door. What does the door look like,
I know,
Tiffany?
right?
It looks black. It has weird marks on it. The wood looks weird.
Walk to the door.
Okay, so she's seeing a door.
I'm scared.
It doesn't matter if you're scared. You must open the door. Good job, Tiffany. Now tell me what's on the other side of the door.
It's a small room. Somebody's in there.
No, Tiffany, you're alone.
No. There's someone here. He's facing away from me.
Okay. Not liking this.
And tall. He's very tall.
Tiffany, you are alone. Nobody else is there. Now tell me what else is in the room.
There's a TV. The screen is all fuzzy, and the tall man is watching it.
Tiffany, I want you to focus on removing the man from your mind. When I snap my fingers, he will be gone. You will be alone.
Okay.
The man's shaking. His body is cracking.
Okay, Tiffany, I'm going to count down from 5. When I snap my fingers, you will return to the real world. 5. You're feeling more awake.
He's turning around.
4. Everything around you is becoming hazy.
He's looking at me. He sees me.
3, Tiffany, you can feel the chair you're sitting in again. 2, everything around you fades to the blackness behind your eyes. 1, full control of your body. 0, you're awake, Tiffany. You'll return to reality now.
Oh, wow. Okay, now. So that was Tiffany, the lady that lost her baby. Could the baby have been a thought form? Looks like she had some stuff with doctors and she was pulling some stuff out. I wonder, that's probably, I wonder if the thought form video was just specifically to get us into a mindset that there's ghosts and spirits everywhere created by people and Cynodyne, right? All right, let's continue. I know, right? Radio, thank you for sticking in with me this whole time. Addie, hello, welcome. We're just getting to the end of the Greylock tapes. I think we have one more after this, and then the season is over. We're doing analog horror. Appreciate you popping in, though, and saying hi. Oh, look at that. Oh, Radio. Remember that dead rat that he picked up in the woods? Oh, look at that. Micro cassette. I know, this has been a good one, hasn't it?
I have some very important information for you pertaining to the events you have been investigating. You must have questions regarding who I am.
All right, so you see that symbol? That's the same symbol that was carved in on Tiffany's lower abdomen.
What reason I am contacting you? I won't be answering any of those questions. But I will be clear in due time. For now, I am simply offering you information. You can take it or leave it. It's impressive you remained alive for this long. But then again, you've gone to great.
All right, I think he's talking to... Yeah, hang on. I want to catch the beginning of that. I wonder if this is that investigator that the archaeologist was talking about. Remember how he said he... Here, let's just start this real quick. That investigator. Addie, thank you for joining us. Yep, it is. This is the investigator. Okay, so the guy with the gloves is the investigator.
You must have questions regarding who I am, how I located you, and what reason I am contacting you. I won't be answering any of those questions, but I will be clear in due time. For now, I am simply offering you information. You can take it or leave it. It's impressive you remained alive for this long. But then again, you've gone to great lengths in the past in order to survive, haven't you? I'm going to tell
This is the Greylock Tapes.
A story that you've been dying to hear.
It's an analog horror series, told through found footage, created videos, VHS tapes, things of that nature to come up with a complete narrative. We are on tape 10 of 11. What if he wasn't attacking the dude in the window, but helping them? Very, very possible. right? And it's told over a set amount of episodes, and some of them could be like commercials, some of them could be found footage, some of them could be security tapes, right? And it's a fictional world in Birmingham, Massachusetts. Well, let me see. What was the name of it? Hang on a minute here, and I'll tell you in a second. No, I don't want to go to my stream, but if you look in the description, it tells you the county in Massachusetts is, and it's near Mount Greylock. But it's overall arching. It's really creepy and a lot of fun. Yeah, they are absolutely out of chronological order. So you got to kind of piece the story together on your own. Oh. That's where Tiffany was stored. Oh, shit. Oh, that just gave me the creeps. Look in the locker. Look in the locker. Right now. Look in the locker. I can't look in the locker. Look in the locker. I can't get away from it. Right here. You see that? See the face? Oh. There she is. That just gave me the creeps right there, totally. Oh, I know. Hell, nope, right? Nope. Oh, I know, right, Addie? Welcome to Analog Horror. Oh, hey, welcome back, Josie. We're on the last tape now, but I'm glad you're here. All right, yeah. Did you, Radio, you see that? Radio's been with me the whole time. We've been trying to piece this thing together. That was, I'm going to go back one vid real quick. We're going to go back one vid. Yeah. All right. So you notice the door kicks open. Now watch that corner right there. We hear her scream. See the face up here? Just slowly. Oh, that just gives me the creeps. Oh, that was Tiffany. I know. So Tiffany had a baby, was in for an ultrasound, and then suddenly the baby vanishes. Distraught and distressed, she self-deletes. She ends up, when they're doing the autopsy, they find this strange occult mark on her lower abdomen. The odd guy performing the autopsy sticks her in this locker, and an assistant and him both hear crying. Then we flash to this, and then we had a whole lot of Tiffany going through when she was a little girl, talking to a doctor, and inside of her vision, or inside, they puts her under hypnosis, and he has her open this door in her room, and there's some guy sitting in there watching TV, a static TV, but all she could see is the back, and the doctor's trying to tell her, no. Now, earlier, video 3 was this government experiment through Sensodyne, where they were saying, come on in, and they were explaining what thought forms are. Thought forms are what we would perceive as ghost specters, but they can form a physical presence in the world, right, with enough time and enough energy. They create this machine to have people go sit in it and create thought forms or ghosts or spirits or whatever to help protect America. Right? We're doing it under the guise because it's a U.S. Army project. We want to see if this can and contain them. I think what then we end up on another tape. There's a mining operation going on, and they're digging out these tunnels, and they find inside of Mount Greylock all of these cultures, from Egyptian to ancient Greece to the Clovis people. I mean, every culture on Earth, and these sacrificial chambers. And during this time that they find this, the whole entire crew gets sick, malforms, and some of them develop certain abilities like suggestion, and some of them become cannibals, and they all deform. And then we go into the Tiffany's part of this, and now that's a rough outline of where we're at. And this whole thing started by somebody going into an old, abandoned, hidden government facility or research facility and downloading these tapes, this information. The other part of this is we've jumped between 1967 and 1993. That's kind of the time frame that we're doing. And in 67, they had video recorders. They were talking about the internet, and they were talking about all this stuff. So it's pretty complex. I highly recommend you go back and watch the video if you haven't watched it, or go to the original creator site and watch all 11 videos. They're all short videos, so you can watch them at your own pace. All right, let's go ahead and get on to this. Last tape, guys and gals. I think I'm going to have to do an explanation video on this. Okay, we got some found footage here. Looks like somebody had locked that. That's a... Okay. Wonder if that's the room Tiffany was talking about. There's those occult symbols in the background again. We keep running into those. They're kind of overlaid. You see them in the backdrop? Yeah, there they are. Oh yeah, we could check out AEACQ if you want. Maybe not tonight, but on the next one, I'll go check it out. I'm taking all of these as all my subs are telling me what to play, but it's got to be in the analog horror fashion. Okay, so we got a tape recorder. Maybe he's gonna try to do an EVP session. Cassette player. All right, that kind of left us on a cliffhanger. All right, that was all 11 videos. So, yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I know it's been a hell of a journey. I think what I've gotten from this is in this first video here, where we're talking about where they're stealing the information, right? Well, we're talking about this. We go into the second video. This is just a quick little 1 minute 30. I'll let you listen to it. Right?
Welcome to Serial USA Enhanced Access Operations. Please enter your clearance credentials.
Yeah, that's last of this season.
Error. These credentials are not recognized.
This is the first tape right here.
Clearance credential requirement overridden. Administrator privileges granted. Welcome back, unknown user ID. What would you like to do?
Hear that? Welcome back, unknown user ID.
Accessing archival storage form, GBS.
And he gets all, and...
Data extraction initiated. Data extraction, 10% complete. Data extraction, 4% complete. Data extraction, 80% complete.
Right, this is the very first tape.
Data extraction, complete. All data extracted to, there are no...
And then we go into the second tape right here, but you remember, I don't know if you saw the thought form tape, but this is the thought form tape. This is the one I've been talking about, and I don't think you were present for that one.
Greetings, and welcome to the Preconditional Protocols and Orientation video system provided by Unit 13 as part of the United States Army.
We're going to go ahead and play
Project
this one again,
Stargate,
just
created
because.
in partnership with Symbiodyne USA. On behalf of all of us here at Unit 13, congratulations on your selection as one of our testing candidates. You likely have a lot of questions, and this video is designed to answer them all. First, let's go over some background information to provide you with the crucial context you'll need for a full understanding of what it is we're doing at Unit 13.
Yeah, I know this whole
we are
thing
sure you've
was
heard plenty of rumors
insane.
surrounding what it is that we do, but we are willing to bet that most everything you've heard is wrong. Being a highly confidential part of Project Stargate, which you've already been briefed on, Unit 13 studies a revolutionary and promising area of parapsychology.
This one, I'm playing this again for you, Radio, because I don't think you saw
If you're unfamiliar with what thought forms are, that's okay. You're in the majority. So, what are thought forms? Through the ages, occultists and spiritualists, Tibetan monks to theosophists, have exercised the creation of what is sometimes referred to as a tulpa, otherwise known as a thought form. A thought form is the manifestation of a person's will, emotion, or other deeply psychologically energized state into a semi-physical form, existing as not only an extension of the person, but as its own independent and sentient entity. Thought forms are also able to be witnessed and experienced by third parties, and are not limited solely to the person who developed them. Thought forms have been formed to serve as familiars, companions, or even friends to those who conjure them. According to key literature, thought forms can be intentionally formed by a single person or multiple people, though they can be unintentionally formed as well. But they are always manifested through the deep will and focus of a person in a considerably heightened state of connectivity with their own
such as a
consciousness.
ghost, right?
Traditional thought forms can vary widely in their level of influence in the real world. While they usually take physical formations eventually, their earliest stages are more apparitional in nature, with brief manifestations, though most often remaining as an unseen essence, much like a phantom or a ghost. At this phase, thought forms and ghosts are very similar in a number of ways. Individuals can make contact with them through communication devices, such as a Ouija board or through EVP sessions, while the thought form may respond through moving objects, manipulating electronics, or even speaking words and short phrases.
Or at least what we think of it.
Similarities, a current theory established by Unit 13 suggests that what we know as ghosts may not be as common as we once believed. Rather than a deceased person's energy being left behind after death, it's possible, and indeed likely, that these paranormal entities are actually thought forms that are unintentionally created by those individuals that the deceased has left behind, who spend inordinate amounts of time in deeply emotional states, where their mental capacity is largely occupied by a powerful focus on the departed individual. In other words, as these are the ideal conditions from which thought forms are born, people may very well create their own ghosts and hauntings. However, as more time and energy is invested into the development of the thought form, they begin to harness more influence on their environment, until eventually exhibiting a semi-permanent physical appearance, and, in due course, becoming as tangible as a living creature.
So I wonder if what was happening to Tiffany, right, was, because I want to say, I almost wonder if she was working at Synodyne or if she was part of this experiment. And her husband, I think I remember in the video series that he was. But she was manifesting that demon or spirit in the hypnosis. So if she had been a part of this project, maybe she manifested the baby, and that's why it disappeared. Right? So that was her thought form. Because they could be semi-physical and eventually become physical and manifest as a whole person.
This is where Unit 13's interest comes in. We've sought to answer a very important question. Can thought forms be created in a manner that would benefit American society and help keep American citizens safe? Unfortunately, the practice of intentionally creating a thought form by traditional methods would undoubtedly take years and years of devout mental training. So, Project Stargate has enlisted a world-renowned authority in thought forms, a man named Dr. Bernard Hayes, to oversee a number of the operations related to Unit 13's work. His participation has been invaluable and has brought fruitful results to the project. Due to Unit 13 and Semiodyne USA's combined efforts, bringing together some of the most prestigious minds in the world, specializing in the sciences of the human consciousness, with cutting-edge technology and engineering methods, we've created a groundbreaking, proprietary invention. Introducing the Thought Form Manifester. The Thought Form Manifester is able to create truly independent and self-sustaining thought form entities from the minds of select, willing participants. Being that they come from the deepest recesses of the human mind, thought forms can appear in virtually any configuration. They could look like a person, an object, an animal, or even something as abstract as the physical representation of an emotion. That being said, it's recommended to brace yourself before touring the thought form chambers, as thought forms can also take on appearances that could be considered disturbing, like a creature one might see in a childhood nightmare.
Well, there we go.
There's no reason to be afraid, however. All thought forms are...
So if she manifested that thing we're seeing with that mask or that, right? If she manifested that under that hypnosis, that could be the tall man that was running around at the mine.
Docile by nature, and while they may look or behave in a frightening manner, and though they are capable of making physical contact, they pose no threat to humans. Once your session in the thought form manifester is completed, your thought form will be securely transported directly into a containment chamber. Thought forms are unable to pass through the barrier of the and will not be capable of causing you any issues. There are some very rare potential side effects that may result from your session. These side effects include increased tiredness, loss of balance, dizziness, insomnia, vomiting, episodes of temporary amnesia, and mild hallucinations. These side effects, if present, will clear up within 72 hours of your session, and are simply signs of your brain recalibrating to the real world. It is recommended you refrain from driving or operating heavy machinery for 72 hours after your session, even if you experience no side effects. None of these side effects should cause you any harm or overt stress, and former testing candidates who have experienced these side effects reported that they were very mild and merely a transient inconvenience. With all that out of the way, we are looking forward to your participation with Unit 13, and your time in the Thought Form Manifester has been scheduled. However, there are several required mind exercises as a part of this video system that must be completed prior to your scheduled date in order to prime your consciousness and ensure the highest quality results. Please enter the video cassette labeled TF2, Waking Your Subconscious, now. This is the end of this tape.
So, all right. So, you see what I'm saying? So, we have a couple different things going on here. We have this thought form thing, these ghosts and spirits. And then we have whatever the miners dug up in the mine and then became. I think the what was it? The odds and ends here. This one here.
Profile for patient.
Talking these guys right here, right? I think these are the miners. Right? I think these guys right here. I think like Mount Greylock event. Yeah, survivors. Pre-classified Group C. Right?
Group C, survivor data. Profile for patient B3590. Rockford, Thomas.
Right, see?
Malformations.
Boom. Okay, he didn't transform that bad.
Notes.
But I think these are the minors, okay? And that shadow being, maybe it's because of its location, right? TF2, right? Well, there is no TF2 tape, unfortunately. Not yet, anyway. But I know he is creating more content for this series. Yeah, with he can cannibals with superpowers. Yay! Everybody have fun. I think that shadow monster was lingering around. Remember that thing we saw on the tape here, right on this one. The trail cam footage right here. This one, I think this is that thing that she may have created through a thought form. Because remember, they said children can manifest them, emotional trauma can manifest them, things like that. So maybe she manifested this thing and it was lingering around the mind. But that old chamber that had all the cultures in the world all the way back to the Clovis people, 11,000 BC, maybe that is drawing all this and allowing this stuff to happen. And that's why they did it on Mount Greylock. And that laboratory, I have a feeling, is in Mount Greylock. I don't know for sure. That's just my guess. So, all right, everybody. That will conclude tonight's thing. I hope you all enjoyed it. Radio, Addie, everybody, thanks for being here with me tonight. Josie, who else we got in here tonight? Dex. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Thanks for supporting my channel. If you guys can, please go to my channel, give it a like, a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section. We'll be doing this again on Monday night at midnight. I think I might adjust the time to midnight Eastern time, just so I can kind of catch everybody at once. Yeah, other than that, leave in the comments. I appreciate it, radio, and share the video, share the stream. Tell your friends about it. The more we grow, the more we can do this. Please leave me suggestions in the comment on the video about what you would like to see in the future, and we'll go over it. I think I'm going to do a little research, but I did find a couple other really good ones out there. Watch the community notes. They'll be in there. Also, take the time, go join my Discord. Other than that, y'all have a great night, and thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Good night, everyone.